Hey there, this is Maddie Cross with After Hours, and I have Holly Hotwife today with me today for an
Hey
interview.
guys.
Everybody say hi to Holly.
Hi.
Um, so I have to ask, what have you been up to lately? Any new projects you've got coming out or anything like that?
Yeah, I just got back from a Hot Wife trip in Arizona and Scottsdale. That was from Wednesday to Sunday. And then what is it now? September. So the 15th through the 18th, me and I think like 15 other girls, other hot wives, will be in Dallas doing a Hot Wife tour. It's something that we started back in, I think, June. It's called the Hot Wife Tour.
Mhm.
So every couple of months, we go to another city in another state and get some content creator males, studs, whatever you want to call them.
Mhm.
And we put on and video orgies and parties and like game night and just do a whole bunch of filming and content creation. So, and then
Well,
our next one will be in LA in November.
well, I have to tell you, being from North Dakota, we don't have that kind of excitement up here. You might have to make a trip up.
We might. We haven't ventured out that way just yet. So
Uh, well, that's cool. It sounds like a lot of fun, definitely.
yeah, a lot of people
Yeah.
like travel to be there, and it's exciting and fun. And there's a I've only seen a couple of other people doing it, not quite on the scale of what we're doing it or how we're doing it now.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm really excited about it. We have a great team.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, did I see something about you heading to the AVNs in January?
I am. I'm also going to Exotica in New Jersey in October, which is also the month of my
Awesome.
birthday. So,
Awesome.
and then in January, AVNs. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Well, hopefully I'll get to see you at both of them because
Yeah.
this will be my, let's see, New Jersey is going to be my first convention to go to. And
Okay.
I've heard it's one of the biggest ones. So,
Yeah. I heard it was the biggest one too. I just went to the one in Miami
uh-huh.
in July. Yeah. I think it was in July. And that was my first. So
Okay.
I did not have a booth. I wanted to walk around and get the lay of the land and see what everyone else like has going on and get some
Right.
ideas.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but no,
exactly.
in New
That's
Jersey, I'll have a booth.
Yeah, well, that was my game plan with New Jersey. I was like, I want to go get a feel for it and see what I
Mhm.
think. And but next thing I know, I got invited to a booth. So I'm going to be doing some autograph stuff at a booth. So
Nice.
looks like I'll be working after all.
Yeah.
But I
Walking around was definitely fun, and meeting everybody was so much fun. But being stationary, I think, is a really good idea. And then
yeah.
just getting around, like walking around whenever you want to, kind of have a maybe a sign up saying, I'm going to take a break. Shoot, I thought I turned my thingy off. Shoot. Anyway, what was I say? Oh, so getting, taking a little break and then walking around and still meeting people and stuff like that. But definitely have like a place to like set your stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna want to carry, or you're gonna want to carry a lot of stuff around with you, pictures to autograph or anything like that. But it's such a long day. I mean, it's just like a conference or anything like that. It's just really hard to walk around with all of that. So
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
especially in
It,
heels, trying to look cute.
right.
Feel like walking around barefoot by the end of it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, because yeah, I'm really definitely looking forward to doing it, no doubt. Um, so for somebody like me, a newbie like myself, I've only been in the business a year.
Oh, wow. So
So
early.
yeah, I'm like really new to all of this and
Yeah, you're
everything.
just a baby.
So I have to ask, do you have any pointers for the newbies like myself? Because I'd like to try and get in with some of the bigger studios and stuff. And
Mhm.
so far, I've done like Score and things like that. But coming from your standpoint, you have any pointers on that?
I do. Definitely collab as much as possible. What I love about the porn industry is nobody is in competition with anyone. We all work together and we're all a team. You know, fetishes and kinks aside, because, you know, I'm not into BDSM, so it's not like I'm going to go collab with somebody that is only doing BDSM.
Right.
So, you know, keep that in mind, but collab with the people that kind of fit your niche and do a lot of it, make a lot of content, and market yourself as much as you can. Twitter, Reddit, you can even go on Facebook, but, you know, follow their terms and rules. I don't really, I have a Holly Hotwife Facebook. And it's on, I don't even really get on there for like messaging and stuff like that. But certain things I will post on there just for marketing stuff. Just, it's another platform just to get out there. Instagram, of course, follow their guidelines. They're, you know, super strict. I actually don't have one. I've had 16 of them. And I keep getting like imposters and people saying they're me. So I just shut it down. But market yourself as much as you can, make a ton of content, but broaden it, like with, you know, don't keep making the content with the same people all the time. Travel is going to be a big one because not everybody can, you know, you're going to run out of people just in your area. So whenever you do go to Exotica, whenever you do go to Exotica, schedule what you can with some people that are there. Everyone has connections, whether they're, you know, at this level of connection to people, or you never know who they know, you know, they might know a different level of connection to someone else. Be nice, respectful, polite, and reliable, you know, don't flake out. Keep the schedule, you know, always, excuse me, always keep in with your boundaries. Do not fluctuate on your boundaries. Once you know what they are and you're comfortable with them, don't go outside of that, because once people get even a hint of, oh, she'll make an exception this time or whatever, they'll take advantage of it. And it's not, I'm not trying to put anybody down or anything. It just is what it is. It's human nature, you know?
It's like you give them an inch, but I'm trying,
they'll expect, you know, I don't normally do anal. And I just did it for the first time in 5 years whenever I went to Miami and Exotica. And I made it known. I was like, look, this is like, you know, a one-time thing. My fans have been wanting it for a very long time. So I'm like, you know, laying down the ground rules. Look, this is a one-time thing for right now. You know, if it goes well, maybe in the future, but don't hound me about it. Exactly. But yeah, those are pretty much, I think, just market yourself really well. Maybe even find someone who's, you know, like a consultant or somebody that's really good in marketing. Or always go on all the other platforms and see the people who are doing really well, see what they're doing, you know. On Twitter, instead of just posting a sentence or a picture, post a video. Just, it could be a clip of you going, hi boys, or, you know, whatever it is. Because people will click on that. The more views, the more retweets. So yeah, just market.
Awesome. So let's see, there was something else I was gonna, I know what it was. What made you, because it looks like you started out in as a model. What made you transition into porn?
So as a teenager, I was always kind of promiscuous. And then I was modeling and stuff and, you know, working old teenage jobs. But I always like slept with my friends and I was just a sexual person. The modeling, I never even did swimsuit modeling at that point. It was always just kind of like runway in the mall or glamour shots or, you know, mannequin modeling, very simple teenage stuff, you know. I never got erotic, thank God, because I was a minor. But at 18, I got pregnant, I got married, and that stopped for about 10 years, the modeling did.
Mhm.
And I eventually divorced my ex-husband, and I went and I got back into modeling as a side hustle, because at that time, then you could make money off of it. You know, you sign over your model release, they can have the pictures. You're just really at that point trying to build your own portfolio and then help build the photographer's portfolio. There's a
Okay.
lot of shitty pictures out there because, I mean, I was just starting off. They were probably just starting off, but that's how I got started. That's how everybody gets started,
Right.
So then I met my now husband
Uh-huh.
after many years.
Mhm.
So we've been together 7 years.
Okay.
And he had been in the lifestyle before, and I didn't really know what the lifestyle was, but I
Okay.
knew that I liked fucking my friends and
Mhm.
having fun with them, whether it was a couple or a single or a girl or whatever.
Right.
And our first date, we ended up having a foursome. And I was like, can we do this all the time? Because I really like this. And he's like, hell yeah. We went through our what I was comfortable with, what he was comfortable with, the
Mhm.
boundaries and all of that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And then it was Tumblr days. Do you remember Tumblr?
Yeah,
It
barely.
was a platform.
Okay.
It was a social media platform, kind of like MySpace or something like
Okay.
that. I was never on MySpace. I was married at that time. So then we got on Tumblr just kind of as a perverted, horny couple that wanted to keep things spicy and do things that I've never done before.
Right.
That my husband always maybe dreamed or dared of me to do.
Uh-huh.
And the people on Tumblr, we kind of gained a very big following because they would, or not because, but they every day would like post a dare for me to do while I'm like
Okay.
working in like this corporate office. And
Okay.
I'd see it, as close as I could get to it. Some of the dares, I'm like, of course I can't do that,
Right. Right.
But going as far as getting fingered in the stairwell of the building, or
Mhm. Mhm.
um, using my vibrator in my cubicle, stuff like that.
Right. Right.
And it's not monetized or anything like that, but it would get it just gained a following very, very quickly, very rapidly.
Right.
And my husband is a very good marketing consultant, promoter. Like he knows everyone. He's got his hands in all of or irons in the fires, or whatever they call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he was like, we should really do something with this. And I was like, let's go. So
Cool. Yeah. That's
yeah.
cool.
So then I just started doing my free cams, and then it just kind of developed into getting seen, and people asking me to collab, and then Brazzers and Blacked, and it just grew from there. It just happened quick.
It's
So
funny. It's like once you shoot for one, it's like a snowball. It just
yeah,
keeps going,
because you get out there, especially when the first mainstream media that you do,
Yeah.
then they of course free promotion, basically. You get paid for
Right.
that one day, and
Yeah.
then but they blast you for
Yeah.
once your scene comes out, and it's
Right.
free promo for you.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
then years after, you're still there. So as long as I like to do maybe 1 to 2. I've done 3 in a year,
Mhm.
um like mainstream stuff,
Mhm.
but I
Mhm.
love my amateur work. So, and so do my fans. My fans love my amateur work. But to keep in the people's eyes, you
Mhm.
have to do some mainstream eventually.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah. And that's what I've noticed. It's like I did 3 this past year myself, and it's yeah, like just the free advertising is just unbelievable. And
yeah,
it I still cam.
right.
But I only do it for like 3 hours a day. But the majority of the people that come in, they're like, "Oh my God, I'm actually getting to talk to you."
Yeah. Their
So
dreams are true, like that. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
so now, how do you choose which mainstream companies that you want to work with? Or
So it's really like whoever reaches out to you, and you do some research. Of course, I didn't do the research. My husband did the research for me, but you see who all is affiliated with them. If they've had a good experience, we love referrals.
Mhm.
If we can get in a hold of, somebody that's worked with them before, and get a gauge on if they had a good experience with them and if it was really worth it. And then you look at, the scenes. Did they come out good? Do you like how they look? Where are they going to be posted? How often? You just kind of see how it will work for you, and
Yeah.
whichever one, floats your boat, you just go with those.
Yeah. 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 Is there anybody that you haven't shot with that you want to?
Yeah, Dread X, actually.
Oh,
We've been
okay.
planning it for years and years. I think the first time we kind of got a hold of each other on social media was like 2017 or 2018. And then I finally met him at AVN's, the last AVN before, the pandemic.
Right.
It was in 2019.
Mhm.
And I was at the Minivids booth, and we, locked eyes, and I actually was gonna step down the stairs off of the platform because it was like a high platform booth. And he was like, no, come here. And he like held out his hands. I like jumped on him and wrapped my legs around him. And he was like, when are we gonna film? I'm like, oh, as soon as I can, We still haven't got to, our schedules just haven't gotten to meet up and collide yet. So we just spoke the other day, a couple of weeks ago. And so we're still in the planning process. I've got a busy year ahead of me, so I think it'll be after January.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe at AVNs this year.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe get squeezed in this year.
Yeah. And a lot of my fans want me to get with Owen Gray. But I've never, I don't have any mutual friends in common with him. So I can message him all day long and he'll probably never see it. He's super popular. So, and I'm totally interested. I don't know how to get a hold of him, I'm sure I could just put it out into the universe somehow.
So do you have any dream females that you want to work with?
Right off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone. I love doing girl stuff. I'm bi, but I am very bi. What's the word that I usually use? Whenever I like someone, especially, guys are different. I can suck off the most average looking dude ever, or even below average. But whenever it comes to girls, I like to read their energy and their how they hold themselves, like their personality. And so if I haven't met that girl yet, it's really hard for me to say, I think I think they're all beautiful, but I want to meet them first to see if we have some chemistry together,
See, I call myself situationally bi.
Situational, yeah. And I can be situationally bi, but I definitely have to meet the female first. I definitely have to.
It's totally different for the girls because we've got to kind of have a connection.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Guys are like, come on.
I know. Yeah. Well, they've got that big hard dick that they've got to do something with. So
they have what we want.
Exactly.
We have the girly things. So.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, let's see here. I'm trying to remember what else I had for you because I've got Joe. I just gone brain dead. Chris, do you have anything you can think of that you might want to throw in?
Hello?
I guess not. Okay. Okay, here's one. Wildest place you've ever shot?
Oh, goodness. Wildest place. I'm going to say adult theaters because not a lot of people do that. There's the stigma about, they're dirty, they're unclean, and they can be, the more skivvy, the more dirty. I'm like, yeah, send me in. So I'm going to say those because not a lot of people do that, and they kind of frown upon it. They don't believe that, it's up to par, I guess, or like,
Okay.
I don't know. But I love the freedom and the taboo part of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark. It's like grungy, glory holes and couches that have been fucked on by many, many, many people. Just come on them, whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I've never like gotten sick from it, so I'm just like, how many times have you sat on somebody's couch that they have fucked on? Like a million times. So
Exactly.
that's what I think about it. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
you wash up afterward, you're good.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's
But I
cool.
mean, yeah, I've done stuff in parking lots. I've done, I fucked someone. Well, I didn't get fucked. Sorry. Oh no. Yes, I did. Okay. So I fingered myself and had a butt plug in while fingering myself in a church while a wedding was going on. And I was up in the rafters where the choir sings. There was no choir up there, but there was a wedding going on downstairs. And then in that same church, after the wedding was done, me and the photographer went into like the kitchen area, and I got fucked in the kitchen area while the reception was going on. So that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy there.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, well, I think we're just about ready to wrap this up.
Okay.
How about giving me a rundown on where everybody can find you so that we can keep up with all your shenanigans and all your fun stuff?
Sure. So it's at Holly Hotwife is the social medias, Twitter. It's only at Holly Hotwife. There's no numbers, there's no other letters, anything like that. You'll see my face. What else? OnlyFans is onlyfans.com/Holly Hotwife. Mini vids, Holly Hotwife. I don't have an Instagram. Pornhub's Holly Hotwife. Everything it's all Holly Hotwife. So you can Google. You can also on my Twitter, I have like a link tree that's set up, so you can find everything there as well.
Okay. All right. Well, Holly, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
It was great to finally meet you and get to talk to you.
Yeah, same. I'll see you in Exotica in New Jersey.
Yes, definitely. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, just a couple months away.
Yeah, yes, it is. Well, that was After Hours Radio. Just wanted to thank Holly for coming to see us today, and I hope everybody comes in and checks us out in the future.
Yeah.